In this video, you will become aware and you will learn how to build a structure of greatness. Well, for that structure, we need some focus. And I believe that's the third layer of our structure, the third layer of our foundation. Welcome to this incredible journey. My name is Gabriel. I am your personal trainer today, and I want you to know that I believe in you and I think you are capable of anything. I think you are capable. You have all the potential you need to achieve your dreams, and I will just show you how to get there. If you want to know more about me or more about this program, there is a link below that will take you to a video, and I also created for you a very powerful tool that will help you rewire, rearrange, and reprogram your mind in a very powerful, positive way. It's also a link there, it's downloadable, and it's absolutely free. So relax, as this entire program is free, and it will stay like it. Now let's get right into the lesson. So, what does it mean, focus? When I was a kid, I loved playing with lenses, and burn things with the sun, with the help of the sun and a lens. What do you have to do in order to burn that thing? You have to focus the sun into a single point. That's the way you get anything. This is another pattern that you have to become aware. When you direct your entire energy to one purpose or to one task or to one goal, you have a lot more chances to achieve, to go there, to get there. But you have to focus on that one. One of the biggest mistakes that I've seen when I had classes, when I had seminars, was that people cannot focus on something. They want something, and they stay with that thing. We were talking in the last lesson about consistency and how important it is. But they tend to stay on one thing, not enough. And they don't put their whole energy into that purpose, into that task. And we are so distracted those times. Those times are so great for us. We can achieve anything. There is no better time than now to achieve whatever you want and to have more possibilities. But we tend to go from there to there, to there, to there, to there, to give importance to too many things. And I've learned when I was in, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, I don't know, I don't remember, about vectors. And when you combine those vectors, if you have one there, one there, one there, one there, and you make a sum of them, it cancels each other. Okay, and it's almost zero. You don't accomplish anything unless you have focus on something. When you want to attain something, to go somewhere, be on that path and that path only. That's the way you can go there. If I decide now to go to one place, and on the road somebody calls me and say, look, just come to me, and I start going the other way, and then somebody else calls me and well, I really need you, and I go the other way. At the end of the day, it won't be anything. I would not accomplish anything. So what do I do to be focused? A night before, in the evening, every time, in the evening, I write 6 things that I have to do tomorrow. 6 things. And not more than 6 things, okay? That are the most important ones that I have to do tomorrow. First, write them down. That's one thing. And then think about them and put a priority on each of them. Which is number 1? Which is number 2? Which is number 3? Which is number 4? And then the next day, you will have some focus. Why? Because if your mindset is to go according to priorities, you will do the number 1. Don't stop until you finish that task. Don't start your morning with your emails and Facebook and I don't know what other social media you are in, okay? Or with the TV. That will destroy your energy and it will completely destroy your focus. So start with your tasks. And if you do 2 out of 6, you are in a great shape, in a much greater shape than 98% of the population of the entire planet, okay? Just 2% of the people are focused enough and get everything they want from life. And this is one skill that you cannot miss, to become more focused, to give energy to one direction, to one vector, to put all your energy in that direction. And the possibility to get there increased by more than 99%. John Maxwell has an example of this as a pattern. Become aware of patterns. He says that if you have a tree in your backyard and you want to cut it down, and you schedule 5 swings a day, just 5. You are not very powerful, you don't have a very sharp axe, but every day you go 5 times. It's not a matter of if you put the tree down. It's a matter of when you put the tree down. So if you do something focused on the direction that you want to go every day, consistently, like we said in the previous lesson, you have over 99% chances to get there. So focus means presence plus intention. Okay? That's what focus is. The essence of life is growth. If you watch documentaries about the wildlife, you will see, for example, the lion. How much would the lion put into chasing a deer? How much do you think? 20%? Maybe 50%? No, because there won't be any more lions if they will do that. He put 100%. 100%, that's intensity. He goes all in. He runs as fast as he can or he dies. How fast do you think the deer will go? Will go 20% or 50%? No. She will go 100% where she dies. Okay? Nobody outside of us will put just 20% in that and 20% in that and 10% in that and 15% in that. No, nobody. How big a tree will grow? As much as it can. How many leaves he will make? As many as he can. How many fruits? As many as he can. Okay? Only us use just a little bit. In nature, there is just white or black. There is nothing in between. Either you put everything or nothing. Humans, they are in the gray area. You know, they put some there, just as much as they can survive on it. Okay? They don't put more than they can survive on it. They don't, if you put everything and you focus and you put all your intensity, you don't have to kill yourself. I didn't say that. You don't have to kill yourself. But when you do something, do it with all your might. Or don't do it. Because otherwise, you will set up yourself for dissatisfaction. You'll set up yourself for bad self-image, for, you know, stuff like that. You won't feel good. But when you put everything that you have in whatever you do, then you will feel good. Because you accomplished the task, and even if you don't accomplish the task, for some reason, you will be satisfied. When you look in the mirror, you will say, I did the best I could. That's how Don Miguel Ruiz put it. Do the best you can. Okay? So, I chose maximum. And I advise you to choose maximum. Well, have as many friends as you can have. Earn as much money as you can. Help as many people as you can. Read as many books as you can. Go in as many courses and seminars as you can and increase your abilities. Grow as much as you can until the best version of you. So when you look in the mirror, that's the most important thing. It doesn't matter what other people think about you. It matters what you think about yourself. And when you did everything that you could in a certain situation, you will be satisfied. You will still have a satisfaction, even though the result is not the one that we expected. But I can tell you from my own experience that in more than 90% of the situation, you will get there when you put all your focus there and you put intensity. You put your energy, all of it, not half of it, not 20% of it, because you need another 20% somewhere else. You put it in that particular direction. So I don't mean you should have only one direction into your life. What I meant is just when you focus on something for a certain period of time that you decided on, focus only on that thing and put on that thing all the energy you have. The lion doesn't chase the deer all day long. He will be dead. No? He chases the deer as long as is needed to catch it. Then he stay around, okay? We tend not to do that, to stay around. So we'll put our attention on something else. When you finished with that, shift your attention to something else and stay there for as long as is needed to do that. Remember, you have 6 things to do. If you do 2 of them, oh, you're great. If you do 4 of them, you are awesome. Okay? Now, a piece of advice. Sometimes there are certain circumstances that do not allow us, even though we prioritize our tasks for the day, they are not allow us to do that thing. So either change the strategy, don't give up on the task. Change the strategy or change priority. But do those things only when outside circumstances doesn't allow you otherwise. Okay? Maybe it's not the time to do it when you want it. Sometimes the universe have other plan for us. Other plans. It doesn't work always as we want to. Sometimes we need to change perspective and we need to change priorities. And if you've listened to the lesson about awareness, you become aware of the fact that it might be something better for you. If it doesn't work just quite you planned it. So don't be rigid in anything. I've seen people, that are complaining they don't have good relationships. Of course they don't. Because when you stay with them, they are not there. They are not focused on you. They pull the damn phone. You talk to them, they are all looking on Facebook or whatever, or they answer the phone. When you meet somebody, leave the phone. Shut it down. You want to have a good relationship? When you are somewhere, be there. 100%. Not 10%, not 20%, not 30%. Be there. So choose maximum for everything. Don't go for less. Don't go for little. Go for big. I want to help as many people as I possibly can. And I'm thinking I think Jason Silva said that the next billionaire of this century will be the one that will impact 1 billion people to be better. That will be a billionaire. Not the one that have $1 billion, but the one that will impact 1 billion people. I get goosebumps only when I think about this. To impact, to help so many people to achieve what they want. Okay? Because at the end, Brendon Burchard says that's really nice. In the end of this avatar, in the end of this reality of this life, because it will have an end. You can't get out from here alive. So this body will come to an end. That doesn't mean you die, but this body will die along with the ego. Okay? All the ego structure and the body structure will vanish, will go. And in the end, in this experience, Brendon Burchard says there will be 3 questions that you'll ask yourself. And those are, did I live? And the answer is not, because you're never present, when you're never focused, and of course you didn't have the experiences that you want for you, and somebody else's live your life, or you live the life of the people from the TV, you will have a problem. When you go away with that regret that you didn't live. Did I live? Did I love? Well, if you didn't love as much as you can, you'll have a problem too. That will be a big regret. Or did I matter? Did I matter? Did I leave something? Did I impact someone? Or I was just here to walk around, to be part of the part of the scenery. Well, if those 3 questions, I really incorporated that into my life. I really thought about those things. When I will come to an end, what I will say to myself? Well, did I live? Well, of course I did. Somehow, without knowing those things, I lived very well. Did I love? Of course I did. At least 2 of them, I'm okay with them. Did I matter? I don't know, but I do the best I can now to do that. I did it before with seminars and TV shows and radio shows, and I impacted as many people as I could. Now I'm going on the next level. And I'll go a lot further than I believed I could. Now I believe, now I know I can. Why? Because I focus all my energy in that direction, in your direction. Okay? So, is this kind of life hard? Yes, of course it is. Is this hard? It is hard to give everything that you can in a training, in a I don't know, whatever, in learning, in growing. Is it hard? It is. But it's good. You feel good. You have a sense of accomplishment. You have a sense of well-being. Either it doesn't feel good on the moment. It doesn't feel good when you do a lot of exercise. It hurts. Okay, it hurts when you train the muscle, when you train the brain, when you do things. It hurts, but it's good at the end. You feel good about yourself. You feel good about what you have done, and it's okay to do that. It's hard, but it's okay. And I'm here to tell you, to remind you that because you have a lot of potential in yourself, you have infinite potential in yourself, it is possible for you to do whatever comes to your mind. So, if you want to be on the next lesson, don't forget to first see the previous lesson and the first lesson and the presentation. Okay, because there we have everything about what we are doing, why we are doing. And I have to remind you that it's all free. You don't have to pay anything. I will not manipulate you in paying anything. In buying a product, a book, a course. This is the course. I will give you all the things that are needed for you to become whatever you want, to have whatever you want. Okay? So until next lesson, be good and God bless you.